What's up, Oshean? You got Matt here, coach of your Montreal Milotics, bringing you our Week 2 battle for the BBL after picking up a very narrow 1-0 win over Bill Stanich and his Adelaide United Ursia. Oh my god, I am sorry, man. I'm doing my best to pronounce that, but it's tough for me, so I'm sorry. But anyways, after picking up a narrow win against him, we are playing against D Willy, coach of the Brisbane Scythers. I believe he was in the league last year, and he didn't have the greatest record, if I remember correctly. But he's got a really scary team, and from what I've heard, he is kind of newish to the format, but that doesn't matter. He's got a ridiculous team, and honestly, it is one of the scariest teams we are probably going to face off against. I think Gypsies is one of the scariest, probably the scariest, if not one of the top 5. But anyways, Willie has a strong team. He's also 1-0 as well, just like we are. He posted his battle last week as well. He should have at least. And this is going to be a very interesting game because he has a mon that we have no switch-ins to, and that is Marshadow. Yeah, I'm kind of worried about this matchup because he's got a really scary team, and Marshadow just completely runs through me. So our opponent has a team of Marshadow, which is his only Uber because it was 24 points. So we went up against Mega Lucario, which was also 24 points first, and then we go against Marshadow. Ridiculous. He also has Mega Scissor, Nidoqueen, Rotom Wash, Arcanine with Z-moves, Latios with Z-moves, Diancie, Go-Goat, Mandibuzz, Sliggoo, and Cincino. Now, our team is Dialga, Protein Greninja with Z-moves, Mew, Infernape, Tangrowth, Slurpuff, Quagsire with Z-moves, Rotom Spook with Z-moves, Volbeat, Dusclops, Glalie with Z-moves, and Mega Aerodactyl. Now, if you're looking at your screen, you see the layout, you see, yes, I brought the Volbeat. Why did I bring the Volbeat? Well, we'll get into that in a second, that's why. So to start off, we have our Tangrowth here, which is M&M. Tangrowth doesn't die to a jolly, non-boosting hit powers from I'll try this again. Tangrowth doesn't die to a jolly, non-boosting hit powers or jolly life or close combat from Marshadow. So if he is non-boosting, so if he's not leftovers, if he's not life orb rather, then we live to hidden power ices, which is it's big. It's important so we can knock off to get rid of their items. We have Leaf Seed just to be annoying to the rest of his team. Giga Drain for the Rotom because that thing is such a pain for me to deal with, and Hidden Power Fire is there for the Scizor. We then have our Aerodactyl here this week, which is the speed is there for Marshadow with his fastest mon on his team. That thing is just insane. Are we Jolly or Adamant? We're Adamant this week. We have enough defense investments, so we're never O-code by max attack Adamant's Mega Scissor's Bullet Punch if we're at max HP. So if we take Rocks, obviously we're going to drop to it. If we take a U-turn from the Mandibuzz, we're probably going to be in range of it. So yeah, but the rest is an attack with an Adamant nature. We have, I believe, what do we have? We have Stone Edge, Aerial Ace, Fire Fang, and Roost. Fire Fang's for the Scizor, Stone Edge for everything, and the Aerial Ace because it OHKOs the Marshadow. After that, we have Squad Goals are Volbeat. Yes, Squad Goals is here. Volbeat is here. This little bug is a pain for my opponent to deal with. It's just an annoying mon that can just deal with a lot of different things, except mons that have like super effective coverage, like the Arcanine, and the Latios is a big thing because obviously it's not going to appreciate taking a Draco. We are completely physically defensive. We have T-Wave, Roost, U-Turn, and Toxic with Prankster. So my plan is I want to like Toxic and Prankster everything. The only thing I can't hit on his team with some form of status is the Mandibuzz because it's a Dark type, and we obviously have Prankster, so it won't be affected by it. And the Nidoqueen, which in my opinion is going to be going down pretty early on in the game if everything goes right at least. So that's that. It's just a good mon to help me spread status around, and basically it's just the only way I can really deal with the Marshadow. If I paralyze that thing, then I'm in a good spot, but if not, then it basically means I have to kind of sack off something like my Tangrowth, depending on what he does. Moving on though, we have Drew, our Greninja, Expert Belt this week, Protean of course, with U-Turn, Hidden Power Fire, Ice Beam, and Surf. Hidden Power Fire is there for the Scizor, obviously. U-Turn is there because I need momentum. Ice Beam is there because of the Mandibuzz and the Go-Goat and what else? The Latios. There's just a lot that I have to hit with Ice Beam this week, so I couldn't run Dark Pulse. I really would like to run Dark Pulse, but I shouldn't. And then obviously I have Surf there for Stab. It hits everything pretty hard, and it's just a really good way to hit Arcanine as well, which I expect to be coming as a defensive set, even though you guys can see that it did not show up. After that though, we then have Cartier, our Dialga. It is Chople Berry this week with Flamethrower, Earth Power, Draco Meteor, and Flash Cannon. The fact that he has Marshadow, if he don't have Marshadow, or if Marshadow is slower than my Dialga, I could run a Life Orb set and I would completely obliterate everything on his team. It's just that crazy. So it really sucks that we have to run it, but our speed here is, I believe, for Nidoqueen, if I'm mistaken. Yeah, it's for Nidoqueen. We have we Oko, Mega Scissor, obviously, unless it's like a plus BDF nature and like max BDF, and we just nuke everything. And yeah, honestly, if Marshadow wasn't there, I would be Life Orb probably, but we're Chopple Berry to deal with a close combat or a Drain Punch. Next up, though, we have Calgary, which is our Infernape. I went with Ozaru last week, but I'm going to go with Calgary from now on, just because Calgary Infernapes. Aaron is the commissioner, I might as well show some support. But we are a Focus Sash set this week with, as my alarm goes off, I should probably turn that off there. So we are Focus Sash set this week with Stealth Rocks, Endeavor, Will-O-Wisp, and Flamethrower. I have Will-O-Wisp there in case he doesn't want to lead with the Marshadow. Hit me, try and KO me, and I can go for the Will-O-Wisp to, I guess, cripple that thing. Other than that, though, Flamethrower's there for just good chip on everything. Endeavor to get things down, hopefully. He brings me down to my Sash, I can then go for Endeavor, and then I'll be able to really just get rid of something, a huge threat turn 1. The reason why I have Endeavor is just, I don't know, it was kind of like, not sure about it, but yeah, anyways, the speed is here for, I believe, it is the, what is the speed here for? I think it's for Adamant Cincino. I could be, I think it's for, yeah, it's Adamant Cincino, so just to be safe there. That's our team, guys. Let me know who you think will be the MVP of this battle. It's going to be an interesting one, so we might as well go ahead and get right into it. So my opponent has a very terrifying team, and looking at this roster, I'm thinking, you know what, my lead here is Infernape, so I'm going to go ahead and just lead off with Infernape. So Infernape is going to start off with the lead. I don't know what he's going to lead with. I'm expecting the Nidoqueen or the Rotom. Hopefully it's the Nidoqueen, because he might want to just go for an Earth Power and hit me down to my Sash, and then I can go for Endeavor, but you never know. So he leads off with his Rotom, though, which is really unfortunate, because this was the same lead that happened in my mock, and I got completely obliterated in that mock battle. So not the greatest start, but it's okay. I go for the Stealth Rocks here. Rocks are super important in this game because it really chips down his Scizor, his Mandibuzz, his Rotom, his Marshadow, especially if I get, I think, 2 hits off on it with, yeah, Marshadow. If I get 2 hits of Rocks on it, then Marshadow will drop to a Draco Meteor, which is really big. So I need to make sure that we can chip down that thing. But he goes into his Nidoqueen, and I'm thinking, okay, this is cool. After he went for the Volt Switch there, I was thinking he's going to go straight into the Marshadow, but he goes into the Nidoqueen instead, which is good for me because I can Endeavor it and really chip it down pretty low. And thankfully for me, he decides to just outright KO me instead of setting up Rocks. And that's going to play a really big role later on in the game, because I can go into my Dialga now and fire off a Draco Meteor or an Earth Power or whatever it is. But for some reason, now listen, I had a choice. I could go into my Greninja or I can go into my Dialga. Now the reason I did not go into Greninja is because I did not want to force out the Rotom, or force in the Rotom. So I want to stay with my Dialga. I'll Oko with Earth Power. I don't think I Oko'd a max HP, max BDF, Calm Nidoqueen with Flash Cannon, so that's why I went for the Earth Power here. And then the second I clicked, I'm like, oh, he's Shucka, isn't he? And yeah, of course he is. He's Shucka. So great play on his part. There's a roll that we could kill if he's not max HP, but no, we're not going to KO this. And this is big because you're going to see right here, he's going to have to fire off his own Earth Power, and Earth Power is going to do a ton to me. It shouldn't KO me because Dialga's a thick boy, and yeah, so it just sucks because now we're completely out of range, or completely in range of the Marshadow. He can just send that thing in now and claim a kill, basically, which is horrifying. But it's okay, Dialga picks up our first kill of the match, so we're not looking so hot right now, and that play is pretty big. But he goes into his Marshadow here. I'm expecting the Drain Punch or the, what is it, the Spectral Thief, but I'm going to go now into my Tangrowth here. It is Rocky Helmet this week, so I can make sure that I can chip down this thing pretty well. All his moves are physical extend, unless he's running like Hidden Power Ice or something. So Shadow Sneak comes out, and this thing is going to do a decent chunk of damage to me, and he reveals that he is actually going to be Life Orb right here. So the fact that the Life Orb is good for me to know. I'm going to go for the Leaf Seed here, predicting the switch out, and thankfully he does switch out, but he goes right to the Go-Go, and again, the second I press, I'm like, oh, he has a Go-Go, doesn't he? That thing is Sapsepper. I'm like, damn, I wish I'd gone for knockoff. But instead I give it a +1 boost in its attack, so that's just, damn, I can't believe it. Anyways, it's fine. He reveals the leftovers. Basically he's going to toxic me now. If I had gone for the knockoff there, I would have been in a great spot, but the reason I couldn't go for knockoff is because if he went for the Hidden Power Ice there, I would have been in range of the second one, which would have kind of sucked. But he goes for the Toxic here, and it does land it. So Tangrowth's not a timer, but it's okay because of Regenerator. I don't plan on staying in too long with this thing, but whatever. Anyways, I'm going to now go hard into my Volbeat, because I don't expect him to double Toxic. I expect him to more just like kind of say, all right, I'm going to click Horn Leech right now and do a little bit of damage to you. And Volbeat obviously is really defensive this week, and you're going to see here, Horn Leech comes out. This is +1 from a Go-Goat, and yeah, that does nothing. So I will take that. We are running leftovers, of course, and the leftovers will be able to heal back a bit of our HP here. And I was debating, do I want to Toxic this thing, or do I want to just U-turn out? And I said, you know what, I can't risk this thing being Toxic too, so I'm just going to go for the U-turn and have it do a decent amount of damage. but I had no idea it was going to do this much damage. That did over 50% to a Go-Go. That's crazy. This mon has 123 basic like HP. That's ridiculous. So I send back in M&M here. I don't know what he's going to do. Hopefully he clicks Toxic again, and he does, which is excellent, and I can just go for a Hidden Power Fire straight away because I'm at max HP. The only thing he can do really to touch me is Horn Leech, and if he goes for the Hidden Power Fire, then I should be able to, or if he goes for the Milk Drink, I should be able to go for the Hidden Power Fire and really do over half to it. But thankfully for me, it doesn't look like he has the Milk Drink, so he takes Rocky Helmet Chip from the Horn Leech, and now I can fire for Hidden Power Fire and claim my second kill of the match. So Tangrowth is doing work right now. It's pretty much at full-ish, and it'll be able to still deal with the Marshadow decently effectively. But he comes to Mandibuzz. Now, I don't know what he's going to do here, but I'm staying in, and I'm clicking Leech Seed here. Leech Seed because I think he's going to U-turn out, and even if he doesn't, if he just clicks Roost or Defog, then I'll be able to get some HP back. But he just goes for the U-turn, which is fine by me. He takes Rocky Helmet Chip. Next time he comes in, he'll be at under half, which is excellent. I don't think he's going to have Defog on his Scizor. He might have on the Rotom, but I don't think he's going to have enough room for it. I'm expecting Volt Switch, Hydro Pump, Pain Split, and Toxic or Will-O-Wisp or something. But right there you see I miss the Leech Seed, and that's huge, because I would have gone extra chip on the Marshadow, I would have recovered back HP, and I could have switched out into my Volbeat freely and gained back HP still at that, which is, damn. But it's okay, it's not 100% accurate, it's really disappointing. Like, oh man, it's such a big move, big turn. But anyways, he goes for the Hidden Power here. I'm thinking, please don't be Hidden Power Fire. He has Hidden Power Ice though, it looks like, which is excellent, and we can now just go straight for the U-turn, I believe here I go for, predicting the Scizor to come in. So he switches out now. He's going to go out into his Scizor actually, which is great. I could have gone for the T-Wave there. Paralyzing the Scizor is just as good, but I just felt like U-turning out into something with Hidden Power Fire might have been better. So I'm going to U-turn here, and he's not in range of the Fire Fang from my Mega Aerodactyl if he is max defense. So because I go into my Greninja here, and I'm going to fire off Hidden Power Fire. I could just go for the U-turn, predicting the Rotom to come in, but it's not smart of me because I need to make sure that this thing is healthy, and I need to KO this thing just in case. So yeah, I go for the Hidden Power Fire here, and just chipping down this thing is good for me too. It's not going to do too much damage. Hidden Power Fire is going to do like, I don't know, 5%, 10%, something like that. It's almost nothing. It's basically like a fully spit death Rotom, which is, it just sucks. But it's okay. I can now go for the U-turn here. I'll transform into a Bug type. He's going to be able to go for his own Volt Switch here and get some momentum. Rotom is such a pain for me because I didn't bring the Quagsire. I really want to bring it. If it was a Gastrodon, not Gastrodon, if it was a Seismitoad or a Swampert, one that got rocks, then I would have been all over. I'm bringing that thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be helpful for me. Perfect. But it's not, so oh well. But anyways, I go into my Tangrowth here. He's going to go for the Defog. I'm like, okay, it sucks, but it's okay with me. His Marshall's already in range of a lot of hits for me. He's basically going to drop to almost everything, so it's fine by me. Anyways, so he's going to get some recovery back from leftovers. I'm going to fire off a Leech Seed over here, and I believe I'm going to hit the incoming Mandibuzz, if I'm not mistaken. It's either Mandibuzz or Scizor that I hit. I can't remember which one, but it's going to do, well, basically, it's going to help out. That's basically what I'm saying here. So I want to predict the Scizor coming in with the Hidden Power Fire, but I felt like it wasn't smart of me. I just had to go for the Leech Seed just to be safe, and I do manage to get off the Leech Seed and be able to get back a bit of HP from this Scizor. And I don't know what its moveset is. It probably, like, in the mock I had, it was a like max special defense set. In the, like, I was just talking to Metal, and Metal was like, yeah, he would be smart to bring add max attack, 3 attacks with Swords Dance on this up with like a U-turn, Bullet Punch, and like knockoff. So I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting like a mix of that. So instead of like knockoff, maybe Roost, but I don't know. So he's gonna Mega Evolve into his Scizor. I don't know what he's gonna do. I go into my Volbeat just because I'm like, I can get back some HP. It's also physically defensive, but he goes for the U-turn here. So I couldn't stay in with my Tangrowth. Like, that's obvious. I couldn't. So we're going to take a lot of chip from this thing, and he's going to be able to go freely into his Rotom here. I don't know what he's going to do. I'm going to be able to click the Roost here, or do I click the U-turn? I think I click the Roost here to get back a ton of HP. So, yeah, I'm going to basically be able to go for one of those moves. I'm pretty sure it's the Roost here. So we'll find out together. Game was a little while ago. Anyways, Roost comes out, and I'm going to be able to get back at least half my HP. This thing is pretty annoying for him. I can Toxic the Rotom whenever, and he's going to be able to go for the Volt Switch here. That's fine by me. He switches out, goes into something else. I don't know what he's going to go into, but we're over half again, which is very important. This little bug is doing everything it possibly can, and he's going to go into his Scizor again. Now, this thing I'm thinking now, I should probably paralyze it because I need to make sure that I have, just paralyzing is important. Just freaking it out, like making sure that he has to think about something extra, makes it so that I can play a bit safer myself. And obviously I'm not banking on powers, I'm banking on like lowering his speed, I'm banking on him actually just thinking, okay, no, I can't risk it. But he goes for the Swords Dance here, I'm like, okay, this is scary. I need to U-turn out right now. I need to get out of here as soon as possible. So I'm going to click the U-turn here and hopefully get into something else. But right here, he gets paralyzed, and that makes me know he went for the bullet punch because he outsped me. U-turn comes out. So we would have survived a +1 bullet punch. We would have been fine. But the only thing is, like, damn, I can go into my, like, just, Scissor is so scary to deal with for me. I go into my Greninja here. Thankfully, I'm out of range of a +2 bullet punch. He has to be a +6 to KO me, actually. Even that I think is a roll. So he's going to go into his Rotom here. And once again, I can do the exact same play I just did. In Power Fire, get my Fire typing, and then go for the U-turn and be able to do a chip, be able to chip down the Rotom and bring it down. Like, it does like 25% to him, the combination of both, with or both in Power Fire and U-turn after leftovers. So we should be fine to be able to keep chipping this thing down. So U-turn will come out, and U-turn will do, again, about 25-ish%. I decide to be, I believe I'm naive nature, so it's minus SPDF. And the reason I decided to do that, obviously, is because Shadow Sneak and Bullet Punch are physical, and I want to do as much damage with the U-turn as possible to the Rotom because it's my best way of hitting it. But he's going to go for the Hydro Pump here. Now, that's cool. Didn't expect him to go for Hydro Pump, because if I could have just gone for the, well, U-turn and gone to this, but it's fine by me. He's going to get a bit more recovery back from the, oh my god, what is it called? From the leftovers. I'm able to fire off yet another Leech Seed, if I'm not mistaken. And I don't know what he's going to go into. I think he goes into his Mandibuzz here, if I'm not mistaken. But getting the Leech Seed off is big. I need to make sure that I have a ton of health left. I need to make sure that I can really just get as much HP back from whatever I can as possible. At the same time, I'm just chipping things down. And I'm expecting to kind of go for the Roost here. He's running a bit low on HP. He's like around half-ish, and just make sure the Mandibuzz is completely healthy to take a Stone Edge from my Aerodactyl is pretty big, and he can fire off a Foul Play and do even more damage to me. But I don't know what he's going to do. I'm kind of dying to Toxic right here, so I need to switch out and get health back from Regenerator, and that's massive. Just the fact that I have Regenerate on this Pokemon makes it so that it just won't die, and if I didn't have it, then this game would already have been lost. But I go into my Aerodactyl here expecting the U-turn here, and or the Roost actually, one of the two of them, but he goes for the U-turn here, and that's big because now he can go into his Scizor, and that crit, it helps him if he's not adamant, but he's probably adamant. So because of that, I'm like, I can't risk going for the Fire Fang. I want to make a play. Do I go for the Fire Fang, or do I just switch out? And I'm thinking, if he U-turns and I switch out, the game isn't over. If he Bullet Punches and he hits me and I stay in, then I lose my Aerodactyl and the game is pretty much over. So I have to switch out. So I switch out now. I'm just trying to play as safe as possible because I have control of this game. It's not great control, but it is control. But he goes for the U-turn here. I am Rocky Helmet, and this is going to do a huge chunk of damage. I didn't notice back then, but I do notice it now. That damage shows me that he is max attack adamant. Sorry about that cut. I have no idea where I was even at. I think I was saying the Scizor was adamant, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but he goes into his Rotom at this point here, and my Tangrowth is super low on health. I really have no way of keeping it alive other than switching out, and switching out is just going to give this thing momentum. He has a really nice Volturn team going on right now, which is really helping him out a lot. But I have to go into squad goals here on my Volbeat, and this thing, oh god, I hate this damn Rotom. It's so difficult for me to break down right now. Honestly, if I could get my Aerodactyl in and be pre-Megat against the Mandibuzz, then I can just go for Stone Edge and I'll be in a great spot. But instead, I can't. I'm just shuffling around between Volbeat and what is it? And oh my god, and Tangrowth, and sometimes going into my sometimes going into my Greninja. That's basically what I'm doing here. My Dialga is just in the back, basically dead, waiting for the Mandibuzz or the Rotom to come out because I can then get a KO. But he basically just goes for the knockoff here. I'm like, okay, that's fine by me. I'm going to Roost up again, get back to full. He reveals his last move now that he doesn't have a Roost, which is huge for me. So I can just go for the U-turn here, and he's going to be able to go for the Swords Dance. I'm thinking, like, god damn, this is so scary. Please just, like, I'm going to go into my Tangrowth here. Just get paralyzed. That'd be great. Get paralyzed and, like I don't know, get paralyzed again on the Bullet Punch or something, because I can KO you then. I'll keep my Tangrowth around. But right now, Tangrowth it's really important for me, but I can't let go of anything else. I really cannot. So, in comes Tangrowth, and he's going to be able to go for his second Swords Dance, and he's at +4 now. This is scary. The good news is my Greninja still survives any one hit, which is incredible, and it outspeeds everything on his team except for, obviously, the Marshadow. I'm hoping he gets paralyzed, or, yeah, paralyzed now, because I'll be fine. I don't KO him. But he doesn't, obviously, and he gets the bullet punch off, and that's going to KO me. But it's okay. We trim him down all the way down to the red, which is huge because at this point here, anything will come in and KO him. Now, it doesn't matter if he's like just got max attack out of nature with just the rest and special defense. I can just go for a surf and I will KO this thing. That's big because I will be able to retain my water typing, which in my opinion is pretty big compared to the fire typing. And right here, I do get the water type, obviously. He did get paralyzed on the bullet punch. It didn't end up mattering because I would have survived the hit unless he crit us, but I don't think he would crit us, but it's okay. I believe he got paralyzed maybe once before this turn, and I will take that. That's definitely at least like 5 turns, so it's definitely worth my, it's in my favor that he got paralyzed there. Anyways, in comes the Rotom here. I'm going to click the U-turn here, and I can go right into, I believe I go into my Volbeat again, and obviously Volbeat is at max HP right now. It's going to be a pain to deal with. This thing is only getting recovery off leftovers, and I'm going to go for the Roost to get back my recovery, and just go from there. And he goes for the Hydro Pump here. I'm like, okay. Hydro Pump comes out. What does this do? This does, okay, this does over half. It's 88 points of health. If I still have my leftovers, I would have been fine to Toxic here, but because I don't have my lefties, I have to go for the Roost here. So Roost comes out, hoping that he goes for the, what is it? Oh my god. Hydro Pump, and he misses. That's my kind of mindset here. Please Hydro Pump and miss, but no, he goes for the Toxic. I'm like, okay, you revealed your last move to me too. That's good as well. I can now go for the Toxic one more time. You would probably think I would have Toxic you already, and this bug is proven to be very annoying. So I'm gonna fire off yet a my first Toxic of the game and really start not hazarding, but statusing my opponent's roster. So Toxic will come out, and he has to go for the Volt Switch here. There's no reason for him to just switch out into the Mana Buzz. So thankfully, I do get the Toxic off on the Rotom. I put this thing on a timer. That's just huge. Now he will never be getting recovery back at all. He will never be higher than this point here. He'll never be higher than this point here that he is right now. He goes to the Volt Switch here, chips me down, and he can now go straight into his Marshadow. But instead, he goes into his Mana Buzz. I'm thinking, okay, I guess he must not want to be paralyzed, but I don't know, interesting. So he goes to his Mana Buzz here. I can just click the U-turn here. I have no reason to stay in. He should be able to, he should outspeed me because I am a relaxed-natured Volbeat, and he's going to just switch out for some reason. I don't know why he switched out, but he did. And, yeah, that's going to help me out a lot because I can now U-turn the Rotom. This is a stab U-turn. Base 75 attack isn't bad, and we do like 15%. I will take that again. I can now go right into Cartier, my Dialga, and I wish he was a little bit lower. If he was a little bit lower, I can guarantee the KO with Flamethrower. Because he's at about this much HP, he's like 25-ish%, 24-ish%, something like that. I can't guarantee a KO with the Flamethrower, or the Flash Cannon even. So, and obviously Earth Power doesn't hit, so I have to go for the Draco Meteor here. It's not accurate, but I have to do it. Draco comes out, and Draco lands, thankfully, and we will be able to pick up a kill. So, keeping Dialga in the back was so huge, so important. Yes, it was not, obviously, like, maybe it wasn't the smartest thing in the world to do, going for the Earth Power, but having it in the back and playing much safer with it than I had intended to, I guess, is very, very key. In comes the Mana Buzz here. I will outspeed it. I don't want to go for a Draco Meteor to lower my speed up even more. I just want to go for the Flash Cannon and see what he does. If he goes for the Roost or the U-turn or something, I'll know what to do and I can make a play from there. But instead he just KOs me. I'm like, that's cool by me. You know what? Cartier goes down, he gets information, finds out that I'm actually Choppleberry, which is good for next time, even though I told you guys at the beginning of the game that I'm Choppleberry. But it's okay. I can now go into my Greninja here, and Greninja obviously has the Ice Beam, and Ice Beam will be able to OHKO this Mana Buzz here. Doesn't matter if he's max HP, max BDF, so Ice Beam comes out, and Ice Beam will obviously just destroy this thing, and now all he has left is his Marshadow. It's his Marshadow against my Aerodactyl, my Greninja, and my Volbeat. Now, if Volbeat had leftovers and wasn't toxic, then we would be able to just go into that thing and preserve a 3-0, but because it's not, I can't risk him being bulk up. So I'm going to go for the Surf here. Or I go for the Ice Punch, whatever it is. But he goes to the close combat here. I'm like, that's cool by me. Doesn't matter. I do lose my Greninja. I really wish I could have kept it around and preserved a 3-0 win with it. But it's fine. It gives me the opening to go into my Aerodactyl and click the Aerial Ace. And Aerial Ace, it does not miss. He is not able to KO my Aerodactyl with a Life Orb, Adamant, Shadow Sneak, crit. So unless I miscalculated my EVs and didn't speed creep properly, we are going to be able to pick up a win here. So Mega Aerodactyl will Mega Evolve, kept it in the back just as long, and we will be able to claim a 2-0 win against the Brisbane Scythers. I am so astonished about this game. This is the best game I played in a long time. That crit did not matter, by the way. Listen, this is the best game I played in a long time. Not just because I won the game, but it was just like I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and it's like I was able to go out and do it. It was incredible. Honestly, I'm really happy with how the game played out. If I had not spoken to Metal before the game, if I had not had the mock with Die, then I don't think I would have been in the situation that I was in, because I really learned a lot about what was very threatening to my team. So yeah, anyways, that's this week's battle. I'm still kind of like astounded. Volbeat is a god. Oh my god. Just the fact that it was so annoying. It was the hardest thing for my opponent to beat. Just the fact that I had that thing, like I was thinking to myself, like, what can I bring? I'm like, you know, Volbeat is good to just like status things. I just want to see what status it gets, so maybe I can like tail go past it and do something else. But no, this is good. I'm very shocked still. Like you can tell. Like I'm honestly surprised. But we pick up a 2-0 win. We now move to 2-0 on the season at a +3 differential. Yeah, that's it, guys. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for more Volbeat content. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure to go check out D Willy and the rest of the coaches in the BBL. Their links are in the description below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.